Mel Kiper's rant on Shedeur Sanders, QB draft blunders exposed. In a moment that had fans buzzing, Mel Kiper Jr. lost his cool on ESPN when Shedeur Sanders was finally selected by the Cleveland Browns. The legendary voice of NFL draft analysis went on a passionate tirade, calling out teams for their poor judgment in evaluating quarterbacks. Kiper, a staunch supporter of Sanders from his time at Colorado, didn't hold back. The NFL has been clueless for 50 years when it comes to evaluating quarterbacks. Clueless. They have no idea what they're doing. This is proof. They claim to know how to evaluate quarterbacks, but they don't. And you know what? He's got a point. The history of the NFL draft is littered with teams fumbling the quarterback position. It's not just the notorious busts like Jamarcus Russell or Ryan Leaf that highlight this issue. Think about Drew Brees slipping to the second round, Joe Montana being a third-round pick, or Tom Brady going in the sixth. It's a long-standing saga of teams missing out on some of the greatest talents in football history. Drafting a quarterback is like trying to hit a moving target. It's a complex puzzle that involves assessing college performance, work ethic, team dynamics, and offensive schemes, all while considering the stability of the organization and potential coaching changes. Personally, I stand with Mel on the Shedeur Sanders situation. It was baffling to see him drafted after players like Tyler Shaw and Dylan Gabriel. But let's not forget, as fiery as Kiper got, he's had his fair share of colossal misses when it comes to predicting quarterback success. Take, for instance, his infamous endorsement of Jimmy Clausen back in 2010. Kiper was so convinced that Clausen would be a top 10 NFL quarterback that he slammed teams for passing on him in the first round. A young Todd McShay even asked him how long it would take for that bet to pay off, to which Kiper confidently replied, "Give me 8 years." Fast forward to 2015, and Clausen was out of the league after playing just 22 games over 6 seasons. Then there was the 2007 draft, where Kiper was left scratching his head when the Detroit Lions chose Calvin Johnson with the second overall pick. He was adamant that the Lions should have taken Brady Quinn instead, thinking they'd secure their future at quarterback. Meanwhile, Megatron went on to become one of the greatest receivers in NFL history, while Quinn became just another name on the long list of failed Cleveland quarterbacks. And who could forget the time Kiper compared Jamarcus Russell to John Elway? When the Raiders picked Russell first overall in 2007, Kiper made the bold claim that he was the next Elway. The problem? Russell's big arm and gunslinger mentality didn't translate to success in the NFL, and his inaccuracy made him a liability. In the 2017 draft, Kiper was all in on Mitch Trubisky, declaring there was a significant gap between him and the rest of the quarterback class. He saw Trubisky as the next Matt Ryan, but history has shown us a different story. Just look at his projections that year: Trubisky in the top 3, Des Kaiser as the last first-round pick, Deshaun Watson in the early second, and Patrick Mahomes in the mid-second. Ouch! Lastly, let's not forget Kiper's baffling love for Ricky Stanzi. He boldly claimed that Stanzi would have the best career of any quarterback in the 2011 draft class, even comparing him to Tom Brady. This was the same draft that featured Cam Newton, Andy Dalton, Colin Kaepernick, and Tyrod Taylor. Talk about a head-scratcher. In the world of NFL draft analysis, Mel Kiper Jr. has had his share of highs and lows. His passionate defense of Shedeur Sanders is just the latest chapter in a long history of quarterback evaluations that have left fans and analysts alike shaking their heads.